I'm Dan Ackerman, and we are here taking a look at the Toshiba Portege R835. Now, this is a laptop we have reviewed at least a couple of times before. This slightly updated version is called a P88 edition, and it takes a whole different meaning on now that we're looking at it after the first generation of Ultrabook laptops. That's because when we originally saw the Portege R835, it really became one of our favorite laptops. It was a 13-inch laptop, kind of like the MacBook. It had a metal body. It was relatively lightweight, really good battery life, decent performance, and it was well under $1,000, which made it a very affordable alternative to those 13-inch Apple laptops. Now, since then, we've seen all these really thin, less than an inch Ultrabooks. Most of them are 13-inch models. Toshiba even has one. They're a little bit less powerful. They get rid of things like the optical drive and a lot of the ports and connections. So when we got a chance to take a look at our old favorite, the R835 again, I really thought we weren't going to like it as much. And it definitely does feel different now. It feels like a bigger, bulkier laptop compared to some of the super thin Ultrabook and Ultrabook style ones that we've seen. But you know what? At the end of the day, I ended up still liking the R835 a lot. That's because at about 3.5 pounds, it's still very light. It's still reasonably thin, not as thin as an Ultrabook, but you do get the full voltage processor, you get plenty of ports and connections, and of course you get that optical drive that's missing from pretty much all of the Ultrabooks. So if you want something that's kind of in that same vein, but keeps all those full-featured kind of things like the optical drive and the full voltage processor and really good battery life, then this is a fairly reasonable compromise to make in order to get something that's kind of in between, let's say, a 13-inch MacBook Pro and a 13-inch Ultrabook. The best thing is, these guys usually around $800–900. I found this particular version, the P88, on sale for $699 at a couple of places. If you can get it for that, then it's a real steal. $800 or $900, then maybe you do want to look at one of the Ultrabook options out there. I'm Dan Ackerman, and that is the Toshiba Portege R835-P88.